what feels like an NBA Finals series got underway in San Francisco last night as the Lakers take game one. Had a big lead in the fourth quarter, actually up 14 in the fourth quarter for a 14-0 run. Warriors come back and tie it. Lakers end up putting them away and winning the game. Down 3, Jordan Poole took a shot with 9 seconds left. 9 seconds left. And it's a shot that everybody, it's just a terrible shot. How could Jordan Poole? So what you have to factor in is a bunch of things, right? First, the beauty to basketball is you don't really have time to think. Dear friend of mine, actually a former Laker, his name's Joe Crispin. Joe, he's now on the coaching staff at Penn State. He's on the coaching staff at Penn State. And Joe's saying was, you think you stink. Like, you are thinking, you have to think and understand the game, but it's very much a reactionary game. Does Jordan Poole know time and score? Of course he does. He should. Played NBA Finals, played a lot of basketball. But what's weird is that we're very reactive to the fact that he took a shot and missed. If Jordan Poole takes the shot and makes it, we have a very different reaction to it. And let's also be honest, he didn't miss close. He missed it badly. It was a 30-footer. It was not contested. I guess there was a contest, but it was a late contest. And by my estimation, there's nothing wrong with the shot. And there's a litany of reasons why. But the first thing is, like, Jordan Poole is a shooter. That's what he does. And you're like, well, his percentage is like 35%. Like, okay, from 35%. The reason that he shoots a lower percentage is because he doesn't take great shots. And he shoots a lot of the shots that Steph shoots, only he's just not as good at it. But that is, in fact, his skill set. Matter of fact, last year in their NBA Finals run where they win a championship, he took much more difficult shots than that. Made them, was champion for them, got a new contract, also got punched in the face by Draymond Green, but got a new contract because of it. So the first thing is, in the context of the game, he made 6 threes. In who he is, that's what he does. And in the play, you're down 3, you're not holding for the last shot. I understand that in our dream scenario, right, we want Steph Curry with the ball down 3, with the ball in the air, a chance to make the 3. It's great. It is one of the things. Steph is magnificent. The things he does are incredible. Okay, but if we're also like totally honest with ourselves, right, like one of the things that's different about Steph from any other guy we've seen is that's a superstar in the NBA is those guys can kind of put their hand up and you give them the ball and they can get some sort of shot whenever they want because he's smaller and because they double team him like as soon as he crosses midcourt. It's a lot more difficult. But the most open you are ever going to be and the best shot you are going to get is when you first catch the basketball. First catch the ball. A perfect example of that is the 3 that tied the game on the furious comeback was Steph drives in, passes it, then relocates, gets his feet set, catches and shoots, and he wasn't really that open, but he has such a quick release, he makes a gigantic 3. That's what he does. So the only thing you'd tell Jordan Poole, hey, you should have done this, isn't pass the ball, isn't take a dribble in, it's there's a rule, ball in the air, feet in the air. Right? When the ball is being passed to you, your feet should be stepping in. He's a left-right shooter. Step in, left-right. And by the way, you gain 2-3 feet, plus your momentum is going forward. It's a much easier shot, regardless of that distance. But it's like we're completely forgetting who the Warriors are and how they play. That's a damn good shot. Here's Steve Kerr.
I thought Jordan did a really good job. I had the timeouts left, but I saw them double-teaming Steph at half court, so I knew somebody was going to be wide open if we could just get the ball out. And Steph did a great job. He got the ball out of the trap, and Jordan was wide open and pretty good look. That's a shot he can hit, so really, happy with that possession. And, again, that's Jordan had hit 6 threes already, so it's a great shot for us.
Coach says it's a great shot. Said he hit 6 threes. Also know that you do get to a point, like if you call a timeout, you run the risk of them fouling, putting you at the free throw line. You never get that opportunity again. By the way, a tough night for remember the last year this time, got to trade Anthony Davis. He can't stay healthy. He doesn't work hard crowd. Anthony Davis was dominant. Here's Davis on his critics.
The guys in the locker room, coaching staff, it's only opinions that I care about. Other than that, I just go out and play basketball, try to do what I can do to help the team win. Opinions outside the locker room, what guys say, guys think, is irrelevant to me.
And look, he does have a sword injury past, and there was always discussions about him not taking care of his body. But you can see why the Lakers moved mountains to get him. And he was the best player on the court last night. And he was the best player in the Lakers-Grizzlies series. And I don't know I don't think they have a good matchup for Anthony Davis. It's, can they make Anthony Davis a bad matchup when he's on defense? He blocked shots. He moved. He scored. He rebounded. He was phenomenal. Phenomenal. LeBron James already to retire his number. Here's LBJ on Anthony Davis one day being in the rafters.
The Lakers franchise over the years, over the course of their existence, has always had dominant big men and dominant guys that have been a force at the rim. And, that's why their jerseys are in the rafters. And AD will be up there when he's done playing. And the number 3 will be up in the rafters. And it continues to show why he's one of the best players that we have in this league.
Can I tell you something that really impresses me about LeBron James? He's not Peyton Manning, where he can't play anymore, and it's just his brain trying to push them to winning an NBA championship. He's not Peyton Manning. He's more, and he's better than even Elway was at the end. But he's not the best player. In many ways, he's not really the second best player at times for the Lakers. But it doesn't bother him, right? Like, he's taken on a different role. It's not just that he's not taking oftentimes the most shots, although he did take 24 shots last night. Anthony Davis only took 19. D'Angelo Russell took 19. But it's that he's playing off the basketball. Like, that's different. And playing off the basketball is, when you've dominated the ball your entire career, is a lot like, hey, if you played shortstop your whole life, and they're like, yeah, listen, we're going to move you over to first. And, guys like, whoa, I'm a shortstop. This is what I do. I'm a center fielder. You just want me to DH. I'm impressed by the fact that he has, it's not perfect, right? I mean, he's still 24 shots, a lot of shots, a lot. And it's hard because when you play in Vanderbilt, he can't score. So you're kind of playing 4-on-5 on offense, but it's not like, Rui didn't play enough to get a bunch of shots. Schroeder, I thought, played really well. I just think it's really interesting that he's moved off the basketball more so than ever before in his career. And the team has been the better because of it. A sacrifice eagle you don't normally see superstars make. They just do not. Jordan couldn't play that way. Kobe couldn't play that way. Bird Magic didn't play long enough to ever have to do that, but it's a really fascinating thing. And then the other element to it is, I get it. They went for it. They won the game. But, man, that took a lot out of LeBron James. 40 minutes at that level of intensity. And they have one night off. Then they have, then you got a game. Then you got one night off. Then you got another game. The question becomes, does winning that game beat them later on in the series? Because when you're older and you get tired, you need, if you listen to the post-game speech by Darvin Ham, he's like, recovery starts right now. You look at LeBron James, like he was tired. It is really hard to recover when games are played at this level. And it's one of those deals where you're like, is it crazy to think you could just not play him in game 2? Not play him on Thursday?